Hi everyone, for today's book review we're going to be checking out Ocean Pioneers, written and illustrated by Robert Das. This is an exquisite, beautiful book, and what appealed to me when I found it in the Maritime Museum in Amsterdam was its exquisite illustrations, which you will see up here shortly. This book covers the adventures of 24 to 25 yachtsmen who embarked in a series of crazy craft and tried to either cross an ocean, be it the Atlantic, the Pacific, or circumnavigate the world. And some had ingenious vessels. There was the wonderfully named Neversink. There's, of course, Sir Francis Chichester's famous Gypsy Moth. You also have some very minimal, homemade, barely seaworthy craft. Ernest Shackleton with the James Caird that he salvaged from the Endurance, being a notable example featured in this book. You also have Joshua Slocum with his Sea Spray, and even one of his earlier crossings in the Tilikum. Some of the more exotic and crazy individuals featured in here. We have a fingerless fisherman who wanted to prove that he could sail across the ocean in a specially built yacht, and he succeeded. We have an adventurous Australian who, by mysterious circumstances, found a passport and used that and his rather rugged little yacht to make his way across from Australia to the United States. And then we have Ira Sparks, who was dead set on somehow making his way from Honolulu to Mecca. But in his instance, and in several instances in this book, the yachtsmen did not make it. Either they went missing, or the yacht was found abandoned and presumably lost at sea. All their adventures are recounted in this book. The format of each chapter is basically you have a series of text detailing the history context of the yachtsmen themselves and their vessel. You then have beautiful cutaways, and in some instances they are annotated as well, so that you have additional information regarding the makeup of the interior and the layout of their vessels. And depending, of course, on what additional information there is, you have additional information about the voyage itself and what happened afterwards, as well as rough maps of where they traversed in the oceans. These cutaways and illustrations are stunning, and in addition to this there are also illustrations of a dramatic point in the voyage, be it encountering a storm, in one instance where the yacht was almost capsized. All that adds a sense of adventure and certainly fuels the imagination, particularly if you are visually stimulated by dramatic images. This is a wonderful book. The text flows very well. It is quite sympathetic, particularly to those who met tragic ends, and highlights the qualities of the vessels, as well as shining a light on the mental stamina needed to make your way across the ocean single-handedly in many instances. It is illuminating, it is entertaining, and the illustrations are exquisitely rendered. So if you enjoy learning about people braving the odds and heading out to undiscovered territory in the sea, then by all means check this book out. If you're interested in the layout of yachts, small vessels, and want to look at some beautiful illustrations, again, this is a great book. This is a beautiful 5 captain's hats. So check this book out if you can find it. It is educational, illuminating, and beautifully illustrated. So there you have it. Ocean Pioneers by Robert Das.